Are we live? I think we're good. I think we're live. Hey, there we go. How are we doing? Just bear with me, gang. You know the drill by now. If you guys aren't new, you know the drill. Gonna get that community post rolled out and we're gonna get cracking. Hope you guys are good though. Right, give me a moment. Okay. There we go. We are good. How are we doing? How are we doing, guys? Hope you're all well. Oh, feeling good. Oh, shit. Can't move in that. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How are we doing, guys? How are we going? Gonna get my music up and we're gonna have a good time. Beautiful. There we go. Lovely. UFC 299. We are almost here, boys. I'm very excited, I have to say. If you guys watch the podcast episode, you'll know how hyped I was. You know, I think my hype's gone up for this card massively. Way more than I originally thought. A couple weeks ago I wasn't that hyped up. And then now, the last couple of days, I can't lie. I'm looking at that main card. It's just stacked. It's kind of crazy. Got me pretty hyped, I have to say. What's up, Freddie? How are you, brother? Do I think Sean wins? I do. And I said this on stream the other day and on the podcast, actually, if you haven't checked that out. I'm so torn on it, though. Like, my opinions have changed dramatically. I originally thought it was going to be just a sort of walkover by Sean. But the more I look at that fight, you look at how durable a guy like Chito Vera is. And you start to think maybe he's got a good chance. I just do worry about the range. That's my main point of concern for a guy like Cheeto. But yeah, at the moment I'm pretty heavy on Sean. Not confident enough to put money on though. You know, the money line shrunk a lot actually. I'm pretty sure Cheeto was a big underdog, but now it's shrinking down, man. I don't know. What's up, Pawn? How are you, bro? Good to see you again. I think it'll be a KO or decision? I originally was KO. Now I'm leaning towards decision. We talked about it on the pod. I was like, Will kind of swung me over to the other side of thinking, yeah, maybe it is going to be a decision. I can't remember what I said on the stream as my prediction, official prediction. But it was for Sean O'Malley to get the win, whether that's through a knockout, submission, maybe even a decision, as you say. So at the moment, I'm going with knockout. But Chio's got a pretty good chin. Let's not get it twisted, and he's very sound defensively. So at the moment, I'm rocking with a. I don't even know. I'm so torn, you know. What do you think? I always think Sean, the way he beat Aljo just convinces me Chio won't be able to beat him. Yeah, you can kind of envision it going in the same way, can't you? I understand that. I was thinking that the same way. I was like, he just has the range and that pull counter right. I just don't know if Cheeto's going to offer that because I think Cheeto's a lot better offensively on the feet than a guy like Aljo is, and that's no disrespect to Sterling. I'm a big Sterling fan, but you know when I look at that, that's I don't know. It's such a hard fight. Stylistically, it's so engaging. You know. Honestly, not sure where to call it, but yeah, it's been a cool, just speaking of what I've been doing for the content the last couple of days, we've been chipping away at the big video, which is coming up for UFC 300. Avon, what's up, bro? So I've been chipping away at that. Script is over halfway done now. It's a big boy. It's going to be like around an hour long, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but we're chipping away at that, man. Loki hoping for an upset. Yeah, everyone loves it, man. You can't not like an upset. I like Sean and what he does, but Chia would have a better vibe as champ, not as much star power. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Cheeto just fits that bill, doesn't he? You can kind of envision him with a belt around his waist. And Sean doesn't have the star power that everyone was sort of expecting him to have. But I agree, Cheeto does have less in comparison. It's an interesting one. I mean, obviously the fight sells, doesn't it? That's the reason they're doing it, because Cheeto doesn't deserve a title shot over a guy like Corey Sandhagen, but he's getting one because of the narrative. So not gonna be here too long. Got a shower. Got to have class at the hour, brother. What time is it where you're at? Oh yeah, you're not UK based, I know. So that does make sense. Nice evening here. I've had a pretty chill day today. Can't lie. Thinking about martial arts for the most of it, but yeah, got some good writing done. Recorded the audio for the new video on Friday, which is going to be a bit of a light-hearted one. You guys can look forward to that. It's not in my usual style. A little less dramatic and less storytelling, more just a little bit of fun. I thought I'd give it a crack. Probably won't do that sort of style again. Haven't really enjoyed the process as much, but the video I think idea is kind of fun. So you guys can look forward to that. It'll be interesting. A little bit more lighthearted, as I said, rather than storytelling focused. But I'm sure you guys will enjoy all the same. Well, I hope so. I'm not sure. You tell me if the videos suck, okay? Please. I would love to know. Forgetting Leo lives like 12, 14 hours ahead. Nah, I'm in the UK, bro. I don't know. I mean, for the US, what is that? I mean, I know a lot of you guys are from the US, so that's 5 to 8 hours, right? East Coast or West Coast. It's a lovely, cool little 20 past 7 in the evening here. We're winding down, getting a lovely stream in, and then afterwards, I'm gonna get back on the writing grind, because that's how we do it. I was getting into a good flow earlier, writing the script. So as I said, I mentioned on the stream the other day, there probably won't be a video, maybe next week or the week after. One of those weeks, there'll be missing video because I'll be working on the big project, and I want to put my attention towards that because it's going to be banging. It will be worth it, and I promise that. Really enjoyed the 7 Deadly Sins video. Thank you, man. Yeah, I thought it was an interesting idea. I thought, why not? Let's crack at it, because it's a little bit more lighthearted, but at the same time, I can still use my normal writing style and just put full effort into it, and I think it turned out really well. I'll probably do a part 2, or someone in the comments suggested the seven heavenly virtues, which I didn't even know was a thing. So I might do that. That's a good idea as well. Since the video did well, yeah, I'll probably crack on with another one. On the road, I've been grinding like hell at the gym. I'm getting such good progress. I can't wait to mog you when I go to the UK. I fucking hate that term. Well, I was in the gym today as well. It's my 2nd week back in 3 years. I've been going at it. So that's been fun. Can't lie, getting a good pump in, good workout. Makes me feel good, man. I forgot how much exercise helps, man. The fuck is monkey, brother? You don't want to know. I'm not going to explain it. It's just classic brain rot fucking terminology. That is what it is. It's like fuck it. I'll throw you a bone. It's like when you. I can't really explain it very well. Aben can probably do it. He's the king of that shit. He'll probably explain it in better terms than I can. And I'm the one who writes for a living, so there you go. And I can't even do that. It's a weird thing. 10th week, been going 4 times each week. Better catch up, little bro. Hey, you can't little bro me. You're in my stream. You're in my stream, brother. To be fair, you know, I want to get to that point when I'm going more regularly, but I want to balance it out with jiu-jitsu, and I don't care if you call it soy. I'm gonna get back into that at some point. I do miss it, and just gonna get active again, man. You know. Train like a fighter, if you will. Something along those lines. Which we will. But we'll get there. You got to smell mug with all caps, else I can't take you seriously. Yeah, that's valid. It's got to be full caps. You got to emphasize, you know? You got to be careful. You got to keep that ego in check, man. You're going to start thinking you can take on some fighters, bro. You just say you just see red, and then they'll all collapse to your might. Fight or card you think is slept on or underrated coming up? I mean, I'd actually go as far to say 300's underrated. Call me crazy. I think I don't know why all these YouTubers and stuff. I'm not gonna slander anyone in particular, and I'm not gonna sit on a hill or anything. But I don't know why all these YouTubers are slandering UFC 300, saying it sucks. Oh my god, it's terrible, because it doesn't suck. As a card, it's fucking stacked to high hell. You could argue the main event isn't 300 worthy, and I agree with that. But as an actual objective fight, it's good. You know, the whole card itself makes up for it because it's stacked from top to bottom, and I don't want to hear otherwise. It's great. Tom Aspinall Soinees, this emoji is blocking the bit of the text. And mine when I find him. You know what? I wouldn't even put it past him. You never really know. With injuries like that, it could just come back and haunt you. I think, well, he did have surgery, and it seems to have worked all right. And he looked better than ever against Pavlovich, so I don't fancy your chances, brother. I don't fancy anyone's chances against Tom Aspinall at all. I don't think there's any UFC fighter right now who could beat him. I mean, obviously weight for weight because he's fucking massive, but even at heavyweight. So, but you know my opinions on Aspinall. I've said it a million times. I'm a massive Aspinall fan. But yeah, again, I do want to apologize as well. The podcast was late. It technically came out Tuesday morning for my time. But it was supposed to be on a Sunday, but Will had issues because he flying to Thailand that day, and it was a really late turnaround to get the podcast done. So we had just logistical problems. But let's start some beef. Least favorite MMA YouTuber. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll put it on record here. I've said this before. I'm sick of the people who just do... Listen, I know it's most of the content creators these days, but it's the guys who don't really have much of a personality, and then they just make up with it with the crappy white background PowerPoint videos with like no effort, and they're just rambling on about, oh, this guy sucks, soy, he's soy. What? I don't give a shit. You know what? That sort of stuff. There's just too many of them now. Like, some of them do it quite well, and they're actually passionate about the sport, but I'm sick of that style of content. It's just done. Yeah, tier list as well, man. As I said, Eamon, you're spitting, man. It's just the meta, exactly. There's just too many of them, man. It's like, it just gets bloated. There's not enough good MMA content, like actual, I don't want to say premium, but content that takes more effort than just doing the streams. Yeah, exactly, like Hopper, whatever it's that. I don't know what his full name is. It's something Hopper or whatever it is. You know what I mean. Like, content like, and no disrespect to him, because fair play, because he gets good views and he's probably making decent money from it, and I'm sure he enjoys talking about it, but there's just too many of them now. It's the same, everyone's copying the same thumbnails, the same titles, the same ideas, and doing the same sort of shit. And it is annoying. It is annoying seeing some of the guys do really well. I'm not going to lie and sit here. It doesn't piss me off, but, I'm doing my thing. I ain't mad about it. I'm just cracking on, man. And we're going to roll with it, We just keep going. I'm doing my shit. I'm in my own lane. There's not that many of us in that sort of... As I said, I've mentioned this before. There's not many of us in that sort of lane of, like, storytelling MMA content compared to, this new explosion of YouTubers doing these sort of things, Every white background is channel is a TJ Loves Fights. I don't even know who started it. Lucas Tracy says he started it. TJ Loves Fights. He hasn't said much on it, but I like TJ, to be fair. His videos they're actually a little bit more, just because he's a good storyteller. Not storyteller, but like, he's good at explaining. He's concise and he's clear, and it feels premium compared to these other guys, They're just riding the bandwagon. He actually clearly enjoys what he's doing, So it's one of those. I don't know. I like TJ, though. I'm a fan. I don't watch his videos because, again, I don't watch most MMA content because I'm absorbed with it every fucking week. But, guys have copied him a lot, for sure, if he's the one who started it. Finally caught Leo Lice. That's Pete, if I'm not mistaken, right? What's up, man? Hope you're well. Thinking of doing MMA videos myself. Do you have any tips or warnings you want to get into it? Well, I'll ask you this first. What style of videos do you want to make? Because that's what you should figure out first. I was able to find my groove pretty quickly. I obviously, my old videos are nowhere near as good as my current ones, but the style and God damn it, man. This keeps happening. Can you guys hear me? There we go. We're good. No, we're good. We're good. I take that back. We're good. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Pete, what's up? Sorry if you didn't hear that bit. What's up? I see you. And yeah, what videos do you want to make? That's what I was going to ask. What style of videos do you want to make? I mean, yeah, you need to have a clear plan in mind and a vision. That was my sort of main idea when I was making videos for the first time. Rip audio, yeah, indeed, man. It's been too long, man. I agree, Pete. Good to see you in there. Thinking of stealing your videos and plagiarizing them as my own. I think those are the videos that I want to make. Great. I did actually have some guys. There was a guy who I got credit to YouTube, actually just flagged. They're quite good at flagging just copyright stuff. Some guy, I swear to God, had just stolen my entire video and just talked over it in Spanish. Like the entire video, like the whole 10, 11 minutes of it, one of my old videos, straight up just sold it. Like just took it. They stole it and just made it as their own. And I copyright claimed the shit out of that. And I had another guy email me because I got a copyright claim on my short. Someone was using my short and just reposted it. I claimed that. And this brother got his channel taken down because obviously he'd done it too many times. He emailed me on my personal email, which I have no idea how he found, and was like complaining and crying to me saying, please revoke the strike. I don't want to lose my channel. I was like, bro, if you've lost your channel, then you've done it more than once, so you know what you're doing. So I just aired him. I just ignored him, man. So he can hold that. See you later, Aben, man. If you are staying there. Sorry about the audio. We're back now. No, not base, Pinaldo. Good to see you, though, bro. Seriously, I'd like some ideas. 5 most annoying fighters or rarest finishes in the UFC. Well, yeah, so in terms of ideas, I understand. But, like, how do you want to convey that? Do you want to do it like a talking to the camera? Do you want to just ramble like some of these other guys? Or do you want to storytell, cinematic, more like my stuff, and guys like Patrick Guy, Lionel Rivera? That was shit, you know? Where do you want to go with it? Because that, obviously, is my expertise. But yeah, it's you got to treat it with a lot of attention and respect. I'll put it that way. Everyone says start it as a hobby. I never did that. I never treated it like a hobby. I treated it like a sort of thing for fun, as I do. And even though I do enjoy making these videos, I treat it as a job and a career, you know. And that's the mindset I went in going in, and that's why I've had that sort of early success at the start, because I had that mindset going in. Oh, it was you. You needed the money for proper top. You fucking love it. I bet you got the Apple one as well. I bet you've got that too. The Irish Apple Proper 12 or something. I don't fucking know. Perfect device. Nah, I don't know. I'm not a prophet, man. I went in going nothing. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to do any of that. You know, the first thing I did was just buy a good mic after a few videos, and I just got amongst it, man. Hey, we got people flowing here. Totally. T4K tout. Sorry, I don't know. That's a mouthful. What's up, man? I hope you're well. For any kind of art. Yeah, very true. What's up, Hells? Good to see you again, man. He's back in the chat. I like to do something in between storytelling, cinematic, and talking to the camera as well. I do like your vids, but I'm not trying to steal your flight. Bro, listen, everyone takes inspiration from other people. I take inspiration from guys in the game or who were here before me. Patrick Guyver, to name one. I take editing sort of inspiration from him. I like the way he edits some of his videos. He overlays clips over the top of each other. He's very good at doing what he does. And there's little bits I take from him. Certain thumbnail designs I like. I don't copy, apart from the recent one. That was a clear copy, but I never do that normally. It was because of the Sins. Sins one was done in another format, and I wanted to sort of ride that wave. But, you know, find your own branding and style, which is what I've done. And listen, you don't be worried about stepping on other people's toes. If you've got to do that. But don't plagiarize, man. Just take inspiration and do it in your own style. No one's original in this game. You got to understand. So people are going to copy you, and you're going to copy other people in some capacity because you appreciate what they do, and they will do the same to you. You know, there's no shame in that. If you want to make a video of something you're passionate about, if someone's already done it, who cares? If you think you can do it better, then do it better. That's what I did. I got the name idea for the Casuals Guide stuff, which I could argue is mine now. I think that's what my channel was known for. That's what my channel sort of blew up initially for. Well, I say blew up. We're still pretty small by those standards, but you know what I'm saying. I originally got the name idea from Jack Slack. His was a Filthy Casuals Guide, and his style of content was completely different, but I liked the name idea. So I just took the name idea, changed it a little bit, and did my completely own style of content, and I had success from that. So there you go, man. Mason, what's up? Just got to Miami ready for Ben Wardella. So am I, man. I hope you enjoy it. I'm jealous. Have you tried going live in vertical? Apparently it draws a lot of views, especially if you switch between vert and horizontal on different streams. I've seen it work on Ronin and musical MMA streams. No, I haven't. Is that true? I don't even know I could do that. Is it because it's like a YouTube Shorts live thing? I don't know. Something like that. Appreciate that. Giving solid advice anytime. Bro, I will follow your journey. I appreciate the kind words, bro. Just give it a crack. If you enjoy doing it, keep going. I was doing it in my final year of university when I started. Like, it was only a year ago. I was balancing it with my degree, and I made it work. And then we've been going full steam ahead since then. So just give it a crack, and if you enjoy it, go for it. Another probably golden nugget I'd probably say, the best advice I could give is quality is everything. People will stay for the quality, whether that's in the writing, the editing. At least one aspect, try and nail that down. Production is really important. As I said, this mic, I invested money into it early. Probably wasn't the wisest in terms of like financially. It's a lot of money, but like it's worth it, and the difference it makes to the videos is crazy. So go for it. When I scroll through shorts, I'm seeing more and more people going live, and you can click to view the full stream. I don't see lives on my YouTube Shorts tab ever. I don't know. 90 degrees Fahrenheit in Miami? Yeah, man. That's that heat for you. Heard those body kicks? Yeah. Ben was lethal, bro. I worry for DP, but I think Dustin's going to get the TKO. That's my firm prediction. Success take years to happen. Yeah, it does, man. It does. You know, again, I'm in this game for the long haul, man. Ronin normally 30 live views in horizontal, 150 plus in vertical. Are you serious? How do you do, like, is that Like a YouTube setting? Can you do both at the same time? Is there a way of doing that? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to. I'll definitely have a look into that for sure. I've never even heard of this. Is this like a? I'm glad you're giving me this. I'm giving out advice right now, and you're out here blessing me with these golden nuggets, man. Holy shit! Yeah, he gets loads of views on his live. Is this a new short? Have they rolled this out on shorts or something? Is this new? I don't know. Go to press conference and meet and greet. Need to meet Venmont, bro. That'd be sick. Get a picture with him. I think you just stream right off your phone. Well, thank you, man. I mean, this is actually coming out of my phone technically because I'm using it as a camera, but it's just hooked up to my computer. So, I'll give it a crack. That's actually a very good idea. I'll try that. It's a little new. Only noticed a week ago. Yeah, I've never seen it. So, I'll do some after this stream. Actually, I'll definitely have a look into that because that's a good idea. Something to do with shorts. Yeah, it must be because it pops up in the shorts feed. That does make sense. Thank you for that. I'll try that. Thing is, it's a different thing. Is can you do? I'd worry if you could do the both at the same time. Ask Musical or Ronan. Yeah, I'll give him a shout, man. Thank you. That's some golden advice right there. Thank you. Look at this lovely little communication we got going on in chat. I love it. Thank you. But yeah, Pawn, as I said, bro, if you end up making some videos, just let me know next time you're in the stream and when you post one, and I'll be happy to give you some advice or look into it. Message me on Instagram if you want any advice on anything, guys, or Discord. Actually, I'll tell you what, if you guys aren't in the Discord, I'm gonna buzz you a little invite link because that's how we do it in here. You guys have probably seen it in here before, but here we go. If you guys aren't in the Discord, just click that. I'll try and respond sporadically when I can. Obviously, I've got to jump between my different accounts and all that jazz, but I will be in there. Do I feel different about Holloway versus Gaethje after seeing Max's body transformation? Yeah, I saw a picture of that. Pretty crazy, I gotta say. I don't know. It's wild, isn't he? He looks like a big boy. Maybe. Gaethje is getting old, man. It's the thing. You don't really know. We'll see. Tactical, totally tacked out. Ah, very good. I like it. That's a lot. That comes off the tongue a lot easier, you know. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Nah, bro, it's nothing. Yeah, Instagram, Discord, just ping me. I will give you the time of day. I'll probably respond quicker on Instagram than I do on Discord. But again, Discord is more of a community thing, so we can just get along in there. But if you want to just hit me up for anything, Instagram is the way to go. I don't really post very often on there, but I'll always read and respond to messages. So don't think it doesn't exist, even though it does look like a graveyard. I am on there. And I will see your shit if you want advice. I will always respond, unless it's something fucking really weird. But I try again. My main thing is I just want to connect with you guys a lot more because I think in the first year of doing videos, I never really got into that. I was just focused on making YouTube content, and obviously those videos don't need my face in them particularly, and that's just because it doesn't serve much of a purpose per se. And I think I wanted to connect with you guys more as a community, and we can build that together through live streams, Discord, Instagram, whatever, all that jazz. So I'm glad we're doing it. I'm glad we're here. Jack Dilla faked the jab and smashed the body. Bro, his boxing's crisp, brother. It's very crisp. I'm a big fan. Short answer, yes. To what, bro? What's up, though? How you doing, George? Appreciate the content creators have a strong relationship with their viewers. Yeah, it's important. I think a lot of people don't do that. And that's fair. Credit to the guys who live stream so regularly. Because it's quite tough to do. It's a tough time commitment because you got to work your, people expect you to be on at certain times, and then you have to build around that. So why is Hamzat so goddamn inactive nowadays, bro? I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, he was active as possible. You got to give him credit in his initial run. He won 2 fights in like 17 days, which is absurd. He'll get there. I have no doubt he'll be in this top 5 for a while. Yeah, whether he wins the title, I don't know. The title, I don't know, man. It's closer than I think. As I said, I think Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto is very close nowadays. I'm getting, for me, the margins are getting thinner and thinner. Been watching a lot of news stringers and Scientology protesters, and they use a program that streams simultaneously on Kick, Twitter, or TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I will look into that. I know there's things about that. I've never really given it a crack. I'll try it. Thing is, I use OBS, so I don't know if I could do it through that. I don't know. Predictions this weekend for the big 3 fights. Dustin Poirier by a TKO in the second. Sean O'Malley by decision. And what's the third fight off the top of my head? This is catcher. Is it MVP Holland? Is that the third fight? Yeah. Kevin Holland by decision. Honestly, I bet the house on it. I don't know. All the fights are so hard to call, man. It's really tough. I guess he keeps getting sick. Yeah, Hamzat's been dealing with a lot of stuff outside the cage, so maybe you're right. O'Malley, poor MVP. Nah, MVP's not winning, man. The guy's turning 37 next week. He's not winning. I mean, he could. You never know, but I just don't. I don't trust it, the age thing. And Holland's a big step up in competition, and their striking is both very good. So, I think Poirier will be able to wind the clock back a few more years with a good performance. I think if he catches Benoit with a good shot early, I don't think Benoit will be able to recover, and I think he'll just be able to TKO him against the fence. Program, I can easily find it. Yeah, I'll have a look, man. Thank you. Have a little more faith in Holland. No, I do. I'm full faith in Holland, man. Holland has this one, Leo, I hope. Yeah, I like both guys. MVP's kind of... He's like Marmite, right? If you guys know what Marmite is it's a thing in the UK. It's like a condiment or like a spread that you can have. And you either love it or you hate it. Actually, I say that. I'm probably somewhere in between on MVP. But I'm a big Kevin Holland fan, so... Hamzat Usman 2 in Saudi. Poirier retires if he loses. He might, you know. I know he's talked a lot about, you know, even in recent years when he fought Conor McGregor for the second time. After that fight, he said, I don't even love it anymore. It's weird, isn't it? The fighter's relationship with fighting. So who knows? Ted Benoit is a big fan in London. Please do, man. Listen, I'm a Benoit fan as well. I like DP and Benoit. It's kind of a fight where you don't want either guy to lose. I think, you know, Saint-Denis, he's game as hell all the time. And he's only been training for 6 years. It's damn impressive, so. Holland has talent. Yeah, he just doesn't use it half the time. And as you're right, MVP is old. Do I get the Arnold Allen meal deal? No, I'll tell you what my meal deal is. I'm pretty set on a Southern fried chicken wrap with a coffee, like an iced coffee, and then a Twix. I'm pretty on that. Vegemite for British people. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much that's what it is. I haven't had it in years because I just never liked it, but hey. Dustin last fight? Maybe, man. Maybe. Main protester guy, Streets LA, got big on TikTok for yelling at food delivery robots. Then on YouTube for Film the Police, where he yells at cops. I'll have a look into it. Video essay on Poirier for Friday. I thought about doing one recently. No, I'll tell you what I'll tell you what the video is on Friday. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one than usual, a little bit more lighthearted. Not my usual style, as I said, if you guys were in the stream earlier. I'm doing a video on every type of UFC fan. I just thought it'd be a bit of fun. And it's I don't want to say it's less effort, but it will take less time for me to work on the other stuff, which is the big project I'm doing as well. So that's kind of the goal with it in mind. It means I can put it on the side, sort of just put that to the side, but still have it done for Friday. So I'm giving you something, at least in some capacity, whilst I'm also working on the big project. So yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act, but it'll be a little fun video, a bit more lighthearted, a bit more fun. I'll chuck a few memes in there. Why not? I do enjoy making those, I got to say. I used to do that back in the day on some of my older videos. What's up, Ivan? Leon MVP? Yeah, that'd be fun, man. I'm there for it. I don't think that fight will happen, but he's game as fuck. Really respect that he's branching out and testing himself in different promotions. Yeah, you say that, but you just wish it was like 3-4 years earlier. Even more than that. Imagine it was MVP in his prime. That would be great. But instead, he's turning 37 in like a week or two. That's like, it's just down tools, you know? Worst type of UFC fan. Well, when you watch the video on Friday, you can make your minds up. There's plenty to choose from in there. I'll put it that way. Look up the yelling at robots one. I will. Saw an article that commentary is the main 3-field commentary team. DC Joe and John. Oh, really? I don't know. I don't mind. I'm always a John fan. I've always got time for John Anik. I'd put him on every card if I could. DC's very hit or miss. Sometimes he just starts rambling about random shit and he's like, ugh. And Joe is just really bad these days. Let's not get it twisted. Joe personally, mate, call me a casual, whatever. I don't give a shit. I think Joe Rogan is just not the one for commentary anymore, you know? I'm just not. All he does is ramble on about calf kicks and go, oh, he got him with that calf kick, man. And then he'll say the same thing every and not do his research on any fighters. I like Felder. Felder's, you know, hopefully we see in the future Felder on every card because he's the best. He's the perfect balancing act of analysis and sort of lightheartedness you want. You got to put him on there. I'm in Ohio and had fascination with LA lately for some reason. I've never been. I don't really want to go either. The Jersey flipping fans that switch sides as soon as they do lose is, yeah. Fan of Dan Hardy, yes, that's a good one as well. I like Dan. In fact, he actually went to the same university as me, which is pretty cool. And I know he trains with a lot of the guys. He comes to Nottingham. I don't live in Nottingham, but I was studying there. And he trained with a lot of guys who I know. So, yeah, and I'm a big Dan Hardy fan. And I love his analysis as well. I think he's probably the best analyst in the game. When they're going to announce Aspinall gone? Hopefully for Manchester, bro. Thought Felder was fine. Yeah, he's coming back in it, isn't he? I don't know. I don't really want him to. I want him to stay on the desk, bro. I like him on commentary. Perfect American accent. Bro. I try. Very unsafe for COVID. It was fine. Yeah, I've heard mixed bag on LA. Joe loves kicks. DC loves wrestling. Cruz loves boxing. Yeah, they glaze any fights in their respective arts. That's true. DC, every time there's a Dagestani wrestler on there, bro, he's all over it. He's all over it, man. Yeah, no, I'm not. DC, he's okay. He is hit or miss. A Cruz is just too snarky and he gets on my nerves and he's up his own ass massively, man. I think Bisping, Felder, and John is my favorite trio. I think they're just fun. Because Bisping can be a bit goofy and sometimes he goes too far with it, but generally speaking, I enjoy him. Even though he just ramble on about when I was a fighter. He says that all the time. When I was a fighter. That's what he says. Felder's very grounded and human. Yeah, agreed. Yo, Ivan with the €1. Thank you, brother. Show him some love. OG of the stream, can I just say. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate you. Nottingham Sheriff Lee Wood. Yeah. Sheriff of Nottingham, bro. In 2018, San Fran was fine. Not bad at all. I've heard it's really expensive, to be fair. I've heard it's, pricey to live in. It's like London, to be fair. To buy alcohol, bro, I don't drink, but thank you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. That Bisping impression was solid. I try. Super chat since when? What do you mean? London's so expensive. Yeah, it is. It is, man. I'll probably, to be honest, when I move out, I probably won't live in London because it's just, as much as I love it, I love London, it's just too expensive. Favorite when it's like, £200 a week for a shed, and that's on the low end, That's about as cheap as you're gonna get, and even then you won't find anything like that. My favorite is when John hops on the goofy shit either Bisping or DC are talking about, like, yeah, John having fun. John Anik's the model professional. He's such a good play-by-play guy, and no disrespect to like Mike Goldberg back in the day, but John Anik is just the GOAT. I was able to, at 286, I was able to share a one-word conversation with him because he was about to come on air and he came running past me. I probably mentioned this on stream before, but I didn't really know what to say, so I just shouted John at him. I just shouted John because he was out of nowhere. He just came. He just sort of spawned in. Pause. I had to fix up that sentence. That sounded sus. But yeah, he just screamed "yo" at me in the most John Anik voice, like he was on commentary, and it was really weird. But yeah, shout out John Anik. I'd love to get him on the pod one day, and hopefully we will, because he is a legend of the game. I should move to Brighton. It's expensive there too, bro. Am I a fan of KSI? Yeah, I've been watching it for years. Not as much now. I don't really watch too much YouTube anymore, like content creators in particular. But yeah, I've always got to tap for KSI, bro. Rogan influenced the masses, but he's not always right, I assume that says. Yeah, I agree. Both these guys, yeah. The custody battle line is iconic. That is the iconic line from John. Goldberg didn't know much about fighting. Yeah, he always said he'd always call a head kick a leg kick. Bobby Green's a fan favorite. Yeah, I'm a Bobby Green fan. I can't lie. He's just too charismatic not to like, What makes Rogan special in his prime on commentary was he didn't give a fuck and knew fighting. Yeah, to be credit to Joe, like, he is very experienced in martial arts. You can't deny him that. He just doesn't do his research on the fighters that are fighting now, and you can just tell. DC is sometimes guilty of that too, as I said. But John Anik, you can tell he does his homework, man. He is prepared every time. And he's just got the voice for it. He's iconic as hell, man. That's just how it is. Can't go wrong with him, man. Leg kick to the head, yeah. Here we go! Is that a good Mike Goldberg impression? That is pretty much Mike Goldberg. Is it Mike Goldberg? Bro, am I tripping? Yeah, it is Mike Goldberg. I nearly said Mark there because I get mixed up with Mark Goddard. Huge fan of your videos. Ariane, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you enjoy them. We stream regularly now, twice a week. We are pretty stable on that Tuesday and Sunday. Hopefully, we're going to put some more in between there. But right now, that's what we're rocking with. So I appreciate you stopping by. Cruz called out Cormier for not doing research. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Cruz would definitely do that. And credit to Cruz, he does do his research. Can I do impressions? I'm not perfect, bro. Virtual identical? Nah, it's nothing. It's nothing. Thank you, though. My friend who does boxing trained with Bobby Green once and got a concussion. Not surprised, man. You got his fighting style. His fighting style is hood. Of course he was losing. Have you seen that picture? That is a very obscure reference. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like a picture of Bobby Green's Tale of the Tape, like more than 12 years ago, and on Fight Style it just says hood. It's iconic. Really good for announcing. They're really intense. Yeah, I think it just got a little bit stale. John Anik's good at keeping it fresh, you know. Both of these fighters are involved with custody battles for their children. Isaiah is 8. I don't remember the rest of it. Something like that. But that is not the cloth from which he is cut. We love John, bro. Terrible impression, but I'm a big John Anik enjoyer. Create a perfect UFC 300 main with title fight as venue, bro. Loaded question. Aspinall Jones, Bisping, Felder, and John. Jason Herzog as the ref. Crowd from the UK. Do it in Wembley Stadium. I don't know how because they don't do interior arenas, but fuck it. 90,000 at Wembley Stadium. And there you go, right there. Dumbest thing ever said in commentary was he's trying to gas Khabib out. Yeah, that is a rare performance. Rare L from Dominic Cruz. Jamal Hill was the most hood fighter since Rampage. Yeah, he's up there, man. Wasn't like to scare the opponent or his opponent's brother. Fighting style hood, bro. I don't know about the backstory about it. I've just seen the image. I kind of don't want to know more about it because it makes the image more funny when it's just completely out of context. Perfect Anik, right? It's all right, right? It's nothing. Anik calling Leon's head kick was amazing. Yeah, it's iconic, bro. Iconic. Perfect timing from the head kick and the commentary line, of course. Yeah. I think he's just getting smashed. Credit to for Joe to actually calling him out on his bullshit on that one. I think it was Joe who said that, right? Against McGregor. Yeah, Joe is like he's a mixed bag. He can be quite good, and he was a lot better back in the day. But I think just now he's worn off a little bit, just not as good as he used to be. But he's an OG. You can't disrespect Joe Rogan in terms of commentary in the UFC because he's been here since the beginning. You know. On his show, yeah, on JRE, I'm hot and cold on. I used to listen to. I like the MMA show. I don't really listen to his podcast too much, but sometimes I watch an MMA show episode if it's a fighter I really like. Yeah, that's the Masvidal line, right? I know my shit. That's quite even a casual should know that. I don't want to scream that. I don't want to scream Modelo, you know, with the O at the end because I'm gonna, you know, break the sound barrier, and my mic would probably peak out and you wouldn't even hear it. Why Anik is always the press conferences. I thought he was a CEO like Dana White. Easy mistake to make, to be fair. I had a friend I was getting into the sport, and he kept getting... I feel like this is a common mistake like people who are new to the sport make. They keep getting Dana White and Joe Rogan mixed up because they're both bald and they look like tomatoes. And they're both wrinkly. Masvidal care asking moment. Yeah, man. I'm so annoyed I didn't watch that fight live. I was watching the sport then, and I didn't watch that fight live, which just pisses me off. Actually, he was just blocking those punches with his head. McGregor's forehead is the densest there is. Yeah, well, it is, because he's got nothing going on inside of it. So that does make sense. What fight should Usman take next? Robert Whittaker's fun. I like that. 2 out of 4 Ninja Turtles, yeah. You don't want Khabib on top of you? No, you don't, brother. That is my nightmare. The Ring Girls, Dana White. What do you mean? Am I dumb? I'm not following you, George. Khabib doesn't like Ring Girls. I'll say that. He's made that vocal. That Joe Rogan quote. I don't know. I haven't heard that one. Maybe I am the casual, guys. Maybe I am. You don't want John Jones elbow in your face? No, I don't want John Jones oblique kicking me. That is the worst. Search it, brother. No. I don't like where that's going. I will, maybe off stream. If it's something sus, I don't hear it. I'm trying to go through this. I can't go a single stream without saying something sus. I said it earlier. I don't know if anyone caught on, but I ended a sentence with the word come. And no, we're not doing that again, you know. Stomping your knee, yeah, man. Petrino got ranked? Did he? No way. He does not deserve to be ranked for being Tyson Pedro. And respect Tyson Pedro. I like him. He's game as hell. But yeah, no. Petrino shouldn't be ranked for that. He is good, though. I will say. Petrino is a good fighter. How many stomps so painful? Doesn't seem real. I have not, thankfully. Yeah, Jones is a dirty fighter, but, you know, he plays the game. It's legal, eh? It's legal. You can't fault him. It's within the rules. I mean, the eye pokes are maybe not, but the oblique kicks, they're not banned. You can use them, man. And that's why he's the GOAT, you know? At least taking steroids and being a decent human being out of the equation. That's what makes John Jones the GOAT. So, I mean, it's also, in a way, it's partly the fault of the gloves. You know, the UFC gloves are so badly designed. They still haven't sorted them. And Trevor Whitman had that perfect design that he made. And the UFC offered to buy it. And he said no, because they wanted the patent, essentially, for Trevor Whitman's gloves. If you don't know Trevor Whitman, he's the coach of Usman, formerly Rose Namajunas, and he's the coach of Justin Gaethje as well. Best striking coach in the game. He designed these gloves, and the UFC were, you know, he showed them to the UFC, and they said they love them, but they want the patent. And he said no, obviously, rightfully, within his rights. So the UFC is still sticking with their stupid gloves that don't close up, and that's why you get loads of eye pokes. Khalil ended someone with that same kick. Yeah, it was Modestas Bukauskas, who I actually like. He's actually done some cool shit with Against the Fence. They're a group of guys. They do like watch-alongs and stuff. They're pretty fun, actually. They make a lot of content. Their output's crazy. But we had one of them on the podcast a while back. If you guys saw that episode, I don't know if some of the OGs might have seen that. But they've done. Modestas Bukauskas has done some cool shit with them. Bukauskas back in Brazil. There you go. So wondering if he's going to defend his new title. Oh, you talking about the Petrino one? Yeah. So wondering if he's going to defend his new rank or push him up a little more. I think they'll push him. Why not? Ben Pace's UFC gloves suck. He's right. Michelle Pereira thoughts. I'm a big Michelle fan, bro. I remember when he fought Tristan Connolly. I mentioned this before. And he started breakdancing in the cage against the guy who was a weight division below him and on like 4 days' notice. And Michelle was so overconfident, he started breakdancing before the fight even begun, doing backflips in the fight in the first round, then gassed out and lost the decision. And to his credit, he's become a lot more composed since then, so I will give him credit. He's a good fighter. I think his age is he's quite old though, isn't he? So I don't know. I do like him. Fighting warm-up version of Jan Blachowicz. Who? Michelle Pereira? Could be have a superior posture when he talks to girls. I have to learn with Marab. I'm jealous of him. He's Mexican best of division. Nah, Marab's a G, man. Marab's had a great turnaround from the fans, though. You know, like everyone loves Marab now. He was like everyone was hating on him not even that long ago. It's kind of wild, isn't it? And now everyone loves him. And to be fair, he's doing all the right things. Nico Price versus Michelle Pereira. Yeah, that was a good fight. I'm a big Nico Price fan. He might not be the best fighter ever, but if he doesn't get knocked out, he's knocking someone else out, or he's just there's always a crazy finish. So here's a bit of trivia for you guys. I'm hoping you guys aren't cheating. Do you know what there's 2 upkick finishes in UFC history? I said I don't even know the answer. One of them is Nico Price versus James Vick. And I think there's only 2 in history. I could be wrong here, but do you guys know what the other one is? I'm actually just going to double check to see that I'm right. I could be wrong here. Well, I don't know the other ones. My point, I was going to say something about Nico Price, but I kind of gave it away. We'll just move on. Jesus. Because that is a great finish if you haven't seen that upkick finish. It's the only knockout I actually wince at and look away because of the sound. It's grim. Grim, man. Oh, he's from the same town as you? I'm not surprised he's from Florida, bro. He's a wild man. How class is Francis's record? The best heavyweight record? What, in MMA? I mean, Stipe's got 4 title defenses, so still a while back. And again, he's not even the UFC champ anymore. And that's no disrespect to him, but he isn't. Silva versus Belfort. Yeah, that's a great finish, bro. Iconic. That's a front kick, though. Not up kick. If you were referring to the up kick thing I said. Nico and Ferguson. I don't think Ferguson... Oh, he's an up kick on Tough. I don't know if the Tough one counts. Because I don't think it's an official match. It counts as like an exhibition. I could be wrong there. I know Irene Aldana's got a liver up kick. I think that's, but I mean like KO. I guess it's a TKO because she hits her with a liver in the liver, but I'm not sure. Marab trying to represent Mexico and Anaheim, California to me was just a grab to get more fans. Yeah, it is, but it's smart. It's like what Sean Strickland does. Every time he goes to a country on paper, he's like, "You guys are awesome." That was a terrible impression. Here's the thing, you guys. That's how he speaks, give or take. But he always says, "Oh, I love you, Australia people." That was the worst impression yet. You can't even defend that one, Pete, because it was crap. But you know, that's Sean Strickland does the same thing. They cut back to Vic being put back on the stool, and it looks like he was murdered and revived. Yeah, he respawned, man. Yeah. That honestly, that is one of the only knockouts I can't watch back. And I'm so desensitized to the violence, as I'm sure most of you guys are as well. But that knockout makes me wince every time I see it, just because of the sound of the heel right on the face. God, it's grim, man. Best KO have you seen in person live? Either Topuria versus Jai Herbert or Molly McCann spinning elbow. One of those two. They were crazy, I have to say. I'm seeing those live as a blessing, man. They're scary. They're the kind of knockouts where everyone goes silent, and that's when it's real. That's some real shit right there. Australia's a cool place. Never been. My dream place to go is New Zealand. I'd love to go there. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I'd love to go and see all the places from Lord of the Rings, but also just a beautiful country, awesome culture, beautiful place. I love it. I'd love to go there. Fucking mainly for Lord of the Rings though. I fucking love Lord of the Rings. Man Dawson, yes sir. We love Sean Strickland. Well, I like him as a fighter. As a Barbosa Terrier team, yeah, it's a great finish. Crazy spinning wheel kick. So Sean's pink shorts, I think they're fun. They're different and they're fun. What's up, Ali? Sorry, I didn't see you in your previous message. What's up, man? Yeah, Tuesday and Sunday, man. Yeah, the all easy Chinese thing, that was a bit crazy. It got blown out of proportion. Anaheim card live was crazy. Which one was that? Was that the recent one? Who was fighting on that? Oh, it was 298? That was Anaheim, wasn't it? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was crazy, to be fair. Great card. Give the shot to Mohammed. I'm assuming you're talking about Bilal. He deserves it, I agree. Until I saw Volt get KO'd and everyone soulies their body. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I wasn't doing a watch long for that, because I just would have been crestfallen and silent for the next hour at 6:30 in the morning. Because that's how I was reacting. I was sitting there I just gave up on life. Heels to the jaw. Yeah, it's a great knockout. Barbosa was a killer back in the day. Still is. You say Mohammed will lose anyway? Yeah, I think Leon would be him. Urban Australia was so clean and safe. Yeah, have you been there as well? Bilal's beating Savage after Savage. Yeah, credit to Bilal. He might not be the most exciting fighter, and he isn't. He's boring as fuck to watch. I'm not going to mince my words. But he deserves the title shot. You can't deny him that. Thompson versus Stiggett? I don't know that one. I'm worried someone's going to bait me here with a made-up name. Have you butchered the name there? Oh, Stitgen. Bro, how do you even pronounce that? Is that the one where he rounds it off with a kick over the top? It's a really nice combo. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I'm just watching it now. Hold up. Is this about to go crazy? I think I've seen this. I mean, I probably have. Oh, yeah. No, I know what. Yeah. Is this the one he rounds it off? He throws the 1-2 and then the high kick? Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, it's such a beautiful KO. I'm a big fan of that, man. Long walk from my arena. From the cartoon. Oh, yeah, you went, didn't you, Pete, man? Kicking frogs and shit. Yeah, I'll tell you, Will on the podcast, he went and did work with Nathaniel Wood, filmed out from him at UFC 294 when he fought in Abu Dhabi. And that was Volkanovski to Makhachev too. And he was just so sad because Nathaniel lost. And then, of course, Volkanovski lost. And he was just sitting there just giving up. Australia last week, bro, you're just everywhere. You saw kangaroos? Yeah, I'd hope so. Most aesthetic KO. I'd actually agree with you there. It's such a clean finish, that Thompson one. Badger Harry versus Stefan Lecco too. I've probably seen it, but I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, this is some glory shit. Kickboxing. Oh my god. I've just seen the ragdoll. Let's have a look. I don't think I have seen this. You get my live reaction right here. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I tell you what that reminds me of. That reminds me of Uriah Hall's finish on the Ultimate Fighter. Bruno Blindado KO3 Russians on Russia and then entered the UFC. I don't know him. I'll have a look at him. Fan of Eddie Hall. Mixed on him. He's alright. Ego's a bit high. Me and you're the only fans of Nathaniel Wood. Nah, there's more of us out there, man. I like Nathaniel. I got to meet him as well at GBTT. Really nice guy. Gave me the time of day. We'll probably get him on the pod at some point, I'm sure. Look up Lavash Sausage Pie on Google and tell me that's not Bilal. Forget the name of it. No, you talking about the guy who looks like... He's like the burrito, right? Yeah, yeah, he does. He does. I don't even need to look that up. I know what you're talking about because I think TJ Loves Fights did a video on him way back in the day, and he used that picture in the thumbnail. Yeah, he does look like Bilal Mohammed, I will say. He doesn't help himself though, Bilal, naming with that nickname because no one's. I say that we are remembering him because we're talking about him right now. So maybe I'm wrong and he's right. I don't fucking know anymore. Damn it, I know everything. Nah, man. Listen, I love the sport. You got to understand, I've only been watching the sport since 2018. You just got to... And then, obviously, I'm not talking about a picture of Bilal looking like a burrito. That's a bit off topic. But, I mean, just in general, with MMA, it's kind of just brushing up on your knowledge, really. You know, that's kind of what I've always done. I'm not really... I'm a new fan by the long standards of the UFC. I am a new fan, as I said. I've been watching for 6 years now. 5 years even, really. Bilal should rename his nickname to Remember the Plane. Oh man, no man, nah man, that's out of pocket. You can't be. That's crazy. You can't be doing none of that. Big Eye result. I don't even help Bilal, but I don't. Yeah, he's a mix. He's just he doesn't help himself. As I said, I don't dislike him, but I just don't like him. Aren't we all casuals? Yeah, we're always learning, man. I just hit 2 years last month. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of guys got into the sport the last few years. I think a lot of fans I'm seeing on Twitter and shit, and just everywhere in the social media space seem to be getting into it just on that post lockdown period. That seems to be when everyone sort of jumped on the game. So again, it's you kind of forget that there's always new fans jumping in all the time. But Bilal needs to embrace the fact that he has fans. The fans hate him and try to build up a fight between him and Leon. I mean, he definitely does. He doesn't care that people hate him. I don't think. I think he's actually quite a good promoter. It's just because his fighting style is dull as dishwater, mate. No one wants to watch him fight. Picks on Almeida Blades. Blades. I was pretty set on Almeida on the podcast, but my picks have changed that quickly already. I think they're both good wrestlers. Blades has a massive size advantage. Yeah, I'm going with Curtis Blades by decision. Bilal plays the heel well. Yeah, he does. I agree with that. Champ versus GOAT in every division. Would you mean like the champ versus the all-time GOAT? Leon versus GSP, I think it's actually a really close fight. I'll say GSP just for legacy purposes, but I think he'd probably out-wrestle Leon. But I don't even know. It's such a hard fight to call. Lightweight. Who's the lightweight GOAT, realistically? Throw me a bone here, guys. I mean, it's realistically, it's either Khabib or it's Oliveira, right? Soon to be Makhachev, I'd say. Because lightweight's it's quite contested, you know? BJ Penn's a shout as well. Yeah, Kwasim, what's up, man? Yeah. I mean, BJ Penn versus... Why is my mind just drawn about Makhachev? No, Makhachev dog walks in, man. Makhachev is just the new breed of MMA. I don't think anyone beats Makhachev right now. Featherweight, I mean... I'd say it's out. I mean, it's either Aldo versus Volkanovski. Oh, he's not even the champ anymore. It's Topuria. Well, we know how that goes for one of them. So... I guess you do Topuria or Aldo. And I'd say Topuria. Fuck it. Yeah, I know. I've almost forgot as well, George. Still hurting that Volkanovski's no longer the champ. But that shows you how long he's been featherweight king for, man. That's pretty impressive. You just assume it's Volkanovski. You don't even think about it. Bantamweight, Sean O'Malley versus Sterling. Because Sterling is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. He's got the most title defenses. He is the GOAT of the division. And we know how that one went. Pretty self-explanatory. Flyweight, what's that? Pantoja versus DJ. DJ dog walks him. Pretty clear. We did welterweight. Middleweight. Who's the middleweight king right now? Dricus du Plessis versus, I guess you say Anderson Silva, right? You got to go Anderson Silva. He'll catch him on one of those flurries that Dricus comes in with. Light heavyweight. Pereira versus John Jones. It's John Jones all day. That's the easiest one on there. And then heavyweight, you do Jones versus, I guess, Stipe, right? Yeah. Prime Stipe, I'd still probably go Jones. I don't know. Oh, in their prime, so like 2022 Vogue. Oh, I don't know, man. It's a tough one, isn't it? Prime Volk would probably beat Prime Topuria, but who knows? I don't think Topuria's even hit his prime yet. So, see BJ Penn run it back with that bum from the bar. Oh, mate. I put that clip from my video in one of my videos a while back, him just getting sparked out. And I was like, Jesus Christ. How low you fall. It's a shame, really. Where would you rank Sterling if he gets belt at featherweight? Very high. I'm tired of people disrespecting him, Alan. I really am. I'm seeing it so much. People just saying that he ain't shit. that Sterling. You can't deny Sterling. You can talk about hate him all you want, but he has the most title defenses at bantamweight history. He's got more than Dominic Cruz. So sorry, in the UFC, obviously Dominic Cruz had his WEC run, and I'll concede that. But in the UFC, Sterling has got the most, and I will die on that hill. And his legacy is so disrespected. That win over Cejudo is very, very good, and I don't want to hear otherwise. As was the one against Petr Yan. I thought he was extremely impressive in that rematch, and I don't want to hear any otherwise on that. I'm a big Sterling fan. Makhachev will have a way better legacy than Khabib. I think so. I do agree. I think Makhachev will go down as a better fighter than Khabib ever was in terms of what he achieved in the sport. Ability, that's a different question. But in terms of what he achieved in the sport, Makhachev definitely will go down better with a better legacy, I think. Don't know why, it just feels kind of like with time being time, Volkan obviously being KO'd like 2 weeks ago. I feel like it hasn't been talked about enough. And this is what happens, man. This is the cycle of the game. I don't know how long you've been watching the sport for. I'm not trying to patronize you or talk down. That's not what I'm trying to do, but it's just how it is. I mean, you probably know that. It's just part of the game, man. Champs, these guys you watch become champs. You watch their ascendancy, and they're going to eventually fall. It is the cycle of the game, man. These guys, I always say appreciate them while they're here. I said that after Volkanovski beat Yair Rodriguez at UFC 290. I said on the podcast, I remember this. I just said appreciate him while he's here, because give it a couple fights and he won't be champ no more. And lo and behold, he's on a 2-fight skid. 2-fight skid now. So there you go, and he's beltless. So that's how it is. You blink and you'll miss these guys' reigns. So prime TJ versus O'Malley. I'll go O'Malley. And I like TJ as a fighter, as a person, different story, but I think O'Malley stylistically matches up well though. Should never been champ though, let's be honest. Who? TJ or O'Malley? Or neither of those. Prime Tony versus Prime Conor. Conor McGregor, I think. Actually, I don't know. You say that. I say that. Tony could definitely drag into those deep waters. So maybe Tony. Can't get behind any Zach fight. Maybe I'm racist, bro. You can't just drop that in there. That's being something illegal. Man, I don't know. It's okay not being a fan of them because of their fight style, It's okay not to like wrestling. I don't really like watching Umar Nurmagomedov fight and drown people every week, but here we are. But you can't deny that they're good at what they do. Volk's going to end up like Tony or become a contender for the rest of his career. I do worry he's going to end up like Tony. He loves the game too much not to retire, and he's been pretty clear about that. Current DJ beat current Pantoja? Absolutely. Oh, current DJ. Yeah, I think so. Pantoja's quite old he's really old for a flyweight anyway. I don't think Pantoja gets another title defense purely because he's too old, personally, and he's taken a lot of damage recently. And I'm happy that he got the belt, but I don't think he's going to be champ for too long. And if he got it earlier in his career, I would have said otherwise, but he's just old. How old is he? I'm pretty sure he's like well into his 30s now. Is he like 35? 33. That's old for a flyweight. He might be able to get another title defense. I think Makhachev would beat him, though. Is that a hot take? Please tell me if that's a hot take. I think Makhachev would beat him. Purely because of the age difference. But, hey, I don't know. You got to understand, Makhachev's nowhere even near his peak. The guy's 23 years old. Damn impressive. TJ's third best bantamweight of all time. Yeah, I can agree with that. I put Cruz above him. Aljo should never have been champ. Yeah, maybe not, but he took that opportunity and he fucking ran with it. And he earned the right. You say that, but he earned the right to be champ in that rematch. He answered all the questions, but people still wouldn't shut up about it. So I don't really understand. I never really understood that. I thought the rematch put everything to bed that Aljo was good enough to be a champion, let alone the other two title defenses. Jury versus Alex, the unstoppable tidal wave of time, and it's just like, wow. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? You just watch these guys, they just get sparked, and you're like, well, that's it. It is a hot take. Yeah, I figured. I figured it would be. But hey, I'll die on that hill. What would suck about Volk becoming like Tony is he's actually more coherent than Tony has been his whole career. Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Especially, also, Volk was way more dominant than Tony ever was. Tony was always good, but you got to understand, he was only ever interim champ. Volk is arguably a divisional GOAT, and that decline could be crazy. Tony's the GOAT and still with his mental problems. I don't know if that makes him the GOAT. Prime Tony was awesome, man, though. Makhachev gets title shot, he'll be the youngest champ. No, he wouldn't. I believe John Jones, he won't be able to beat John Jones' record anymore. Yeah, GSP didn't beat Hughes the first time, though, did he? He obviously beat him in the rematch when he was more experienced. But Jones, I think, if Makhachev becomes champ at 301, I think he just misses the record. Patoja beats him pretty comfortably. I don't know. I like Makaev a lot. Think you could batter JJ Eldritch in a street fight? No, probably not. I don't think you understand how skilled these guys and girls are. Like, just take it from me, right? When I was sparring back in the day, when I was sparring jiu-jitsu, you know, rolling regularly, you know, I'm rolling some of the girls in my class. They were absolute killers, and these are just people who train for fun. They're good. I would definitely get tapped out by JJ Aldridge. You gotta understand, they're legit contenders. It's like people say Molly McCann can't grapple at all, which is you know, just because she fucked it on in a performance against Stolyarenko. She would, I guarantee you, she would tap all of you. I'm telling you that now. She would tap all of you. Unless you're absolutely unless you're like 260 pounds, you're probably not going to win a grappling match. But, you know, if you try to roll with her in jiu-jitsu, I guarantee you she'd tap all of you. There's no disrespect in that, because and she just got a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. She's a good grappler. It's just the UFC standard is that high. I think Jones would be beaten by a few months. Yeah. Alex Perez can defend his takedowns, and then Patoja 100% can, and we take him on the feet. I don't know. It's an interesting fight for sure, stylistically, between those two. Makai reminds me of Ang Avatar, just on a mountain too, somewhere training. Well, I won't go that far, mate. He represents the UK. I'm pretty sure he lives in Wigan. So I wouldn't say he's living anywhere too mountainous, bro. Biggest prospect to be under the Jones age would be Raul Rosas. Yeah, he's got plenty of time left in the game, but he ain't going to be champ anytime soon. I'm not saying he won't be in the future, because you got to understand, these guys have got so much room to develop. That's what makes Makaev so scary, is he's this good at 23. Cut one men's weight division in the UFC. What would you cut? Light heavyweight. Light heavyweight just bores me. Heavyweight can be fun. It's just the standard needs to pick up. I agree. But Aspinall's in there, and I can't put him out of a job. Because elite level heavyweights are great. I'd actually say, yeah, light heavyweight's just that in between I don't like, you know. And it's never been as fun to watch, personally. To be fair, that's changed recently with Alex Pereira and Jiri. Crazy Jones is 23 years old. Yeah, he's a special talent, man. Forgot to ask, the last day when on was the go impressive performance? No. I'm pretty sure I said that on the stream. Well, I said no. I didn't want to go on another one, brother. That was how it was. New Avatar Netflix show is fire. I haven't actually watched the anime. I've never really been an anime guy. Especially in a triangle. What are you referring to there? Sorry, I've lost a bit of context there. Jones is the oldest champion right now. Is he really? That shows you how long he's been in the game. Credit to him. Pseudo Tuivasa loses whole division gets cut. Yeah. I think Pseudo's going to be on a bit of a skid as well by the looks of it. To quote GSP, I'm not impressed with your performance. Yeah, something like that. Listen, so it's a long and complex game, that is. It's the only thing harder than fighting. They should make them pass a fitness test to make sure the heavyweights don't gas. Yeah. That would be something, wouldn't it? 235 weight division? Nah, you don't need to split them up. I just think I don't think you get rid of any of them, but if I had to pick one, guns in my head, I'm picking like heavyweight. Fight most deserving to get cut by the UFC right now. Gotta be Tony. Yeah, I think so. But he's still got the name value, and they're happy to just give him CTE. Two of us are best physique in the UFC. You know what? I know you're being sarcastic, but he kind of, like, if you don't want to be a fighter, it's not a bad physique to have, you know? He's just chill like that. He's big, and he doesn't care. I'll answer a few more, then I'm going to go and eat, and then crack on with the scripts, but appreciate you guys. Whoa. That gym workout is killing me right now. My arms are dead. It's good to be back in exercising, though. Do your exercise, guys. It's important. Start training martial arts. It's important. Not that I'm doing that right now, so I'm being a little bit hypocritical, but history of the UFC video is going good, man. Start chipping away at it more today. The main video for Friday is on the back burner, so it's a little bit shorter than usual and a little bit less effort put into it. Sorry, but again, I want to focus on the main video as much as possible. We're about 60% done on it, maybe a bit less. 55% done in terms of the script. So we've still got a long way to go, but that will be out on a month from today, give or take. I think just over a month today, 6th of April, sorry. The week before UFC 300, that will be dropping. So we'll be checking out on that, man. Check it out when it comes out. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. It's going to be my magnum opus, if you will. Should weight cut be abolished in the UFC? No. You can't change that now. You can't do it. It's just part of the game. Call me boring. Can confirm I have the same body, optimal performance. What the Tuivasa body? Yeah, I weighed in today actually at the gym. I've got a good frame to build out. I'm like 67.5, so we're gonna try and bulk to 75 and then go from there. It's gonna take a while though. Tuivasa him versus Tybura. Yeah, fun one. I give it to Tuivasa though. Yeah, I agree. He gets the KO. We'll have to wait. It will be, bro. It will be. Did you hear the version they don't care about us in Brazil? No, I didn't. Boring. What's boring? Hopefully not me. Or you talking about the Tuivasa matchup. But yeah, that video is going to be really cool when it comes out. I'm really the envisionment. That's not even a word. What I'm just envisioning in the script right now is really cool. I'm trying to plan the edit mentally. It's coming along. Are your impressions not appearing? No, they're not. I don't know if I'm seeing them. I don't know if you got them sus. But no, I'm not seeing nothing from you, man. But yeah, the video is going to be awesome. I'm not sure about the runtime just yet. I try and ballpark it on words, and usually I'm quite good at that on telling how long it's going to be. At the moment, I don't know. Again, because it's not done. So, main events feel like mid-card fights. I disagree. Sean O'Malley, Chito Vera's got the narrative, and it's a fun fight stylistically. Gaziv's fraud check. I didn't see that for some reason. It didn't pop up. Yeah, he got fraud check, though. Massively. Fun guy, but yeah, fraud check for sure. All right, a couple more. I'm going to have to love you and leave you guys. I might stream on Friday as well. I just say I don't know. Sunday for sure though. Obviously, as I said, pay-per-views are fire. Just the fight nights. Yeah, fight night quality is dipping for sure. I think I say that. I wouldn't say it's dipping. I'd say it's more just there's too many of them. We're just getting overloaded with them. I actually make a point of that in the history of the UFC script. I've been touching on that near the back end of it, just writing some bits near the end about just getting into a little bit of a philosophical debate on the ethics of just bloating fight cards and so much of it now. It's an interesting point of conversation. Sandinier, serious threat to Poirier? Yeah, absolutely, man. I still think DP will win, but it's very close. What's up, Venetus, though? Good to see you, man. Sorry you're jumping in right at the end of the stream. Illegitimacy of Israel. Are you talking about Israel Adesanya? Are you talking about the country? Because I am not getting into either of those things. Listen, I have my opinions, and I like to say I'm on the right side of history with all of that shit, but that's all I'll say on it, if you're talking about the country. Genocide, bad. I'll just say that. Probably literally just work on his cardio the next entire fight. Can still be really good at his striking. Are you talking about Gaziv? Or are you talking about Tybura? Or Tuivasa? See, I'm losing it. I'm losing it, boys. Volleyball best base? Yeah, man. I'm shit at volleyball, though. Sandini's a threat before he's going to Dan Hooker him. It could be. Sandini's got a chin on him, though. I don't think he'll go down easy. It'll be a TKO against the fence. Why don't I sell my videos on Netflix or something as movies? I don't think they'd take it, but I'm glad you think they're worth it for worthy of Netflix, man. Did you like Miami when I went? Yeah, it was nice. Just too hot for me. You're getting paid to watch a live stream? You watching while you're working? Good man. What are the rules of Uno? I don't know, man. The fuck? How much do I bench? Not very much. I only literally just got back in the gym. I'm weak as fuck right now on bench. I think 1 rep max. I could probably do like 60 something. Maybe 62 and a half. I weigh like 67 and a half, so I don't think that's too crazy. That's not too bad. And that was my first time benching in like 4 years, so I'm not mad at it. Smoking weed and keeping powers like O'Malley? I'm not a weed smoker too much no more. Trauma's the best base MMA. Now that is true. That is very true, man. Any heavyweight at this point? Yeah. Most guys, yeah, their cardio is horrendous, I have to say. But you make quality the UFC makes worse documentaries than you. Be proud. Thank you. I try. I'm not very good at taking the compliments sometimes, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Again, I'm just trying to level up. That was the goal. You know, if you go back and watch my old videos, I've said this before, but if you go back and watch the old videos, you see how much they fucking suck in comparison. So I consider that a sign of progress and success. So thank you. Indian or Chinese? Chinese all day, man. I ain't the man, bro. You guys are more important. I'm doing a bit of a Sean Strickland moment here, but you guys make the channel, not me, really. So thank you. You guys are the best. Francis AJ. AJ. Anthony Joshua for me. Almost 16. Yeah, man. We're burning through. We're going for 20. Plenty more to go, man. The road to 100K will continue. It will continue. And with that, I'm going to have to love you and leave you guys. I really want to ask a few more. Right, last one. Thoughts on what Bedtime said about Ikram Aliskerov? It looks like he tried to Makhachev purely from memory. It's a good line, but it's not his. I'll say that. It's actually true. I do agree. But hey, have a blessed day. You too, Kwasim. Thank you. Appreciate the love, guys. Thank you for being in. Stream again on Sunday. Maybe one on Friday. I don't know. There will be a video on Friday, of course. Some cool shit coming up. You know the drill. Big video planned. UFC 300 coming up. 299 coming up. I'm very excited. We got some great shit coming. So appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the love. I will see you. Yeah, Sunday or maybe before that. I don't know. See you later, guys. Thank you.